Back into another edition of Keeping Up with Guntersville Athletics, and we are here with head coach, Coach Self. Coach, first of all, how was your holiday? I know you had a big break. You didn't have a break per se from playing and coaching basketball, but you did have some time away from family. That's always good.
Yeah, always good. It was a good tournament for us. We went and played 3 games, but more importantly, got to take the kids out to eat, do some team bonding stuff, which was really good. We played 3, like I said, good games. Got 2 wins. Played a team at Mississippi that was really good. Yazoo City, and that was, we competed with them, battled, 2-point game in the 4th quarter. They found a way to win. It was a good challenge for us, but good break. Now we're getting the second half of the season and ready to get it rolling.
You played East Lawrence as well, so you're playing teams that just ain't right here on top of us.
Right.
But like we've always said, you don't have to travel far to get your games right here, but when you do get good looks from teams outside of this area,
Right.
That's got to make you pro.
Yeah, it does. We played East Forsyth out of Georgia, which was really good. Jay Barney out there, this coach, at Buckhorn, doing a great job out there. Played Yazoo City and then played Tanner, which is a 2A school locally out in Cal, and they're really good.
They're really
good. They'll make some noise in 2A. They gave us all we wanted for 3 quarters. So good for us to experience y'all from Mountain Hyde. Jonathan Hyde hosted that East Forsyth game. Good to have a guy like him, get us some games from out of state in our backyard on our home floor. So really appreciate what Jonathan Hyde does, for our school and just for Marshall County in general. I mean, he makes all these teams better by getting them good quality games. He did that for us too.
Speaking of Jonathan Hyde, before we move further, having him right here in your backyard, somebody you can lean on, somebody you trust, and being able to play competition like that at his place, how awesome is that for your program?
It is. I mean, he's a Wildcat, he's an alumni, but he helps every school around here. I mean, any Marshall County, DeKalb County, I mean, he's in the business of helping these kids, boys and girls, on both sides, all coaches. So, I mean, he makes it good, but, he still is a Wildcat at heart, still alumni, and it's good to have him and have his gym in the back, and he does a lot of good stuff for our program.
He does. He did tell me one day when we were up there, because he's like, I gotta be careful when I wear my Guntersville shirts.
Yeah, he don't wear it very much. He wears more blue than he does anything else.
That's why he told me, so I just gotta be real careful when I do that.
Yeah.
The coach, heading into this back half of this holiday right here, we finally got that behind us. You guys are back in school now, and I looked at your schedule before I walked in here. You got a 15-2 or a 16-2 team, and A-Rab coming up. You also have Scottsboro coming up. You have Plainview,
right.
Multiple state championship recently in 3A. Talk about these 3 games, just these 3 particular games coming up, and what that's going to do for your team.
Well, I think the first thing is, we have a tough schedule, and we made a tough schedule on purpose. We wanted to be challenged. We have a tough area in general, but then you go outside and you schedule a Plainview, you schedule a Hazel Green, a May Jemison. Teams like that are going to be really, really tough. But it's really what's going to make us better when we get to our area tournament. And so we got some tough back-to-back games. A-Rab rolled in here 16-2. They took one from us at their place, so we are looking forward to the matchup tonight. Be on the road, go play at Sneed tomorrow against Plainview. Kale's done a great job keeping that tradition going from what Robbie did, and turn around and go to Scottsboro on Tuesday, and we know how tough it is to win there. So we're not shying away from it. We're embracing the schedule, we're embracing the battle. Not worried about what our record looks like, and we get better each and every day. So when we get into February, we're playing our best basketball.
That's always the goal, getting into February and hitting your streak, so to speak. We talk about this in basketball all the time. Every game means something, or they wouldn't keep scoring. But in basketball, it means something, but it's not the end of the world if you lose some games. And actually, you guys have some losses on this year. But what have you learned from those losses?
Well, I think you're going to play 30 games, you're going to drop some. We're still dealing with 15, 16, 17, 18-year-old kids that are trying to get motivated night in, night out. We dropped one Tuesday. I thought we didn't play very good basketball. We didn't play very tough. Back to work these last 2 days to hopefully play better tonight. So we just got to learn from each game, win or loss. Not get too high, not get too low, stay even keel. It's all about where we are in February. I mean, you can go 30-0 and lose that open round area game and you're sitting home. You can also go 1-30 and win that open area game and you're moving on. So it's just about being consistent, learning from each of our wins and losses, and then just keep getting better.
Last year we seen a team. I'm gonna use Grissom for example. They were being Final Four. It was over with. I had RJ,
Yeah.
they had Izzy, and everybody's like, "Oh man, we don't send to Jackson."
Right.
Because, like you said, you got to be picking at the right time.
Right.
As a coach, how hard is that to dial that thing in and get that to where you want it to be right around that time?
Each year is a different challenge. I think each year we've had for the first 4 years have been different. This year is so different that we're such a late start. And so really where we would have been 2 months in now, we're about a month in. So we're still trying to clean some things up that normally we wouldn't right now. So just taking it every year, year by year, and knowing where we are. I like this group. I like this team. I think our best basketball is still way ahead of us, which is good. We don't know about peaking too early, right? But I think our best basketball is ahead of us, and we've got to keep putting our head down, going to work, and we have some good, strong senior leaders, and that's really helped.
Who's some of the guys that stepped up that you've really been pleased with? Maybe some guys that come out here that were football guys, or it could be anybody. Somebody that you kind of come. Not saying they came out of nowhere,
Right.
but just some guys you're like, hey, that's awesome. We need this.
Well, I think first starts with Jackson Forge. Obviously, everybody knew about him. He's averaging 20 points a game for us, and he's doing it. He's not just a 3-point shooter anymore. I mean, he's mid range, get the rim. He's changed his body. He's put work in the gym. C.J. Scott's running point guard for us. I mean, he's replacing a 2,000-point scorer. If you sell, who's starting at Montevallo right
That's
now.
amazing.
We ask so much of our point guard on both ends of the floor, so he's really stepped up and made some plays for us. Oakley Howell, another senior for us. Trayvon Avery's coming on for us. Holzenback, a little guard we have off the bench, has played some big minutes for us. And Adrian Waller's figured it out. I mean, he's a sophomore. He's a phenomenal athlete. He's starting to slowly figure it out, and when he does, it's going to really help us. But I think if you look at all around, Dave Peterson's playing big for us in the post. Cam Logan's playing some good. We have some pieces that just put it all together and make it work in the right way.
You mentioned Purcell a minute ago. I'm gonna brag on you and I'm gonna brag on him a little bit. When you have a guy come through here do the right things and it clicks for him, and he looked like a machine when that tournament rolled around last year. And now I'm not surprised at all that he's down there starting.
Right.
Same thing with Kelly Smallwood. You've seen a lot of people just kind of didn't think she was on the level of some of these other girls, and she go down there and be a freshman. When you see that happen as a coach, especially a guy that you've had your hands on to help mold him, you got to take a sense of pride, man, and in the school.
Yes, I mean, I'm so proud of Brandon. I mean, he is the epitome of what a Wildcat is and what we want to do. Brandon's so consistent, game in and game out. And like you said, he was playing his best basketball down the stretch, and that's just the commitment level to keep on throughout the season. And then it is no surprise he's starting for Montevallo. I mean, he is making some good plays for them. Got a great coach in Kamar who believes in him. But just really proud of a guy like Brandon who was under recruited. He wasn't valued in his AAU program like he should have been, and he never wavered, never backed out. Didn't make the All-Star game. I mean, just small things like that, and then he just his commitment level just to keep going. And we use him a lot, throughout the season. About one is he's not coming back to save us, which we try to use that to motivate it, but also just his commitment level along with those seniors last year and what they did down the stretch. And we've got to start playing that way with a little bit more toughness that he showed and the rest of those seniors showed.
And I love it because that probably put a chip on his shoulder.
It did. It did. I remember when we got the call that he didn't get the All-Star nod, and I said we could either let it define us or go back to work. And said I'm back to work. And he did that, and now it's paid off for him. And he's playing college ball for a high-level program with a high-level coach, and there's a lot of those cats that made the All-Star game not playing. So I'm just really proud of him and his commitment level, and I really encourage the Wildcat women to go watch him at Montevallo, support him, because he is one of ours, and we should be very proud of him.
That's awesome, man. I love to hear stories like that. And Coach, before we get out of here, because I know you're a busy man, but anything else the fans need to know, or anything else you'd like to talk about before we shut it down?
We got a couple of, we got some good home games down the stretch. Obviously, Arab won't be at home. Fairview, another area game next week, and we got Hazel Green here at home. So I will really encourage the fans to come out and support us. Just want to give you props. I appreciate you taking time to go to different high schools, not just Guntersville. I mean, I see other schools, promoting high school basketball. It's not done very much, especially basketball is, I don't think, promoted very well at all. And I appreciate you putting some platform out there to talk about these kids, talk about our program. And, I just appreciate what you do and how you do it.
I appreciate you. There's a lot of big news coming. We got some help on the way. I'll tell you off the camera. So
That's good.
But it's very big news. Appreciate you, Coach. And God willing, we're going to get back on schedule now that we've got the holidays over, and we'll be back here each and every week at the same time.
Sounds good. Thank you.